arch of y equals sine x is revolved through 360 degrees about the x-axis using the identity sine squared x equals a half minus a half cos 2x to help you find the volume of revolution. So that's very friendly doing that. Saved us a lot of lines of work using double angle identities and whatnot. That is really quite good. So let's just think about this one arch of sine. Remember, sine x, it kind of looks like that. And one arch goes from 0 to pi. So that's what we're going to do. And we're going to revolve that around the axis, and it's going to give us some sort of interesting 3D shape there. It'll sort of be like a vase or something like that. So we know that the volume is going to be pi times the integral of, well, between pi and 0, sine x squared dx. So pi times the integral of y squared dx, y written in terms of x. So equals pi times the integral of sine squared x dx, evaluated between pi and 0. And now you can see why they've given us this identity. It's really, really quite handy. So equals pi times the integral between 0 and pi of a half minus a half cos 2x dx, just like that. So at this point we probably could pull that half out, probably be a good idea. So equals pi over 2 times the integral of, or between pi and 0, 1 minus cos 2x, 1 minus cos 2x dx with respect to x. So now we're ready to find the antiderivative of that. So equals pi over 2. Well, 1 is going to integrate to x. Cos 2x, now I'm going to do this by thinking backwards. So if we had sine 2x, it would differentiate to 2 cos 2x. So if we had minus sine 2x, it would differentiate to minus 2 cos 2x. So if we had minus a half sine 2x, that would differentiate to minus cos 2x. So this must be minus a half sine 2x. And we're evaluating that at pi and 0. Remember, if you're not happy with what I just did from there to there, just use the chain rule, let u equal 2x, and so on and so on. So now it's going to be equals pi by 2, pi minus a half sine 2 pi, pi minus a half sine 2 pi, minus, well, 0 minus a half sine 2 times 0. So that's quite nice, because this is just sine 0 is 0, so sine 2 pi is also 0 actually. It's quite nice. So sine 0 is 0, sine 2 pi is 0, making this whole term 0. So we end up with equals pi over 2 times pi, which is interesting. So it's going to be pi squared over 2 units cubed. An interesting result. Whenever you sort of start raising the pi to powers, it does get very interesting. But just if you ever see the torus volume formula, that's particularly interesting as well.